table.
What the fuck? What up, people? It's Fudzy here, and if you're on this channel, you most likely found me through from this channel right here. Yeah, I'm pointing at this channel. That's my main channel. This is my new channel, my reaction channel, of course, because you probably know that already from the channel I just showed you. But this will most likely be called Fudzy Reacts. I've been wanting to make a reaction channel for quite a long time, actually, maybe 5 years. I don't know how long it's been, but I never got around to doing it until now. So it's currently almost 2 in the morning right now, and I'll be reacting to 5 True Horror Stories animated McDonald's and Salesman. It's fucking scary shit, so I don't know why I'm doing it, but let's get right into this. Story 1. Oh shit.
So, I work at a small McDonald's in an even smaller town in the south.
Okay.
And I've encountered many strange people
I don't know why
and seen some fucked up things so far.
Don't we all?
But I saw something today that I thought I would never see, and was shocked at how many people didn't notice or didn't care about what was taking place right next to them. I was working behind the counter at around 7 p.m., and we had lots of people in the lobby. A few children.
First of all, I'm never gonna want to work at McDonald's. It's just it gets way too busy, man. I get stressed in situations like that, but I'm eventually going to have to get a job where I'm going to have to be stressed because it's going to be busy. But McDonald's, they're constantly busy, man. I don't know if I can handle that. Let's continue though.
As well. I like kids, so usually I watch them.
Hi, Chris Hansen here.
Play around in the lobby because they're really cute.
Hi, Chris Hansen here. Who the fuck just says that? What the fuck?
But I got distracted by the large amount of customers we had to serve, and ignored them for about 15 minutes. I looked back though, when I heard a man ask in a small voice, almost whispering, "So, how old are you?"
Chris motherfucking Hansen here, dude.
I turn around to see this extremely tall guy with a shaved head and red shirt, talking to a little girl who looked to be about 5 or 6. He had a little boy around the same age on his shoulders, who was giggling. They were beautiful children with blonde hair and blue
Stop talking about the children like that, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
eyes. I saw that they were happy, and that the guy seemed friendly, but something in my head was extremely worried.
Good.
I had a huge suspicion upon seeing this, that these kids were not his.
No fucking shit.
What grown man would ask a little girl how old she is?
Yeah,
And if he knew who they were, wouldn't he?
Problem is, I keep looking over here because this is where my second screen is, where OBS is. I should be looking right at y'all when I'm pausing the video and talking, but let's continue.
He already know? Why would he care? But after this, he said something that made my heart sink.
He said, get in my white van, little Jimmy.
Get in my white van, little Jimmy.
You should come with me now.
Oh no. No, kids, you really shouldn't.
I have a little brother who's 6'2". Let's go play with him.
Really?
He then began to walk.
Fucking pause. A little brother who's 6'2". Yeah, sure.
Walk to the exit with the boy on his shoulders, and the girl tagging along. I immediately shot for the door to stop him,
Good.
just as a lady with blonde hair came out of the bathroom shouting, "Hey, where are you going?
Where
Get
you
over
going,
here!"
my kids, motherfucker?
The tall guy froze with eyes as big as saucers. He was fucking petrified. The lady then scooped up the little girl in her arm and reaches for the boy as the tall guy lets him down, stammering, "Oh, I was just playing with your kid."
Oh, I was just playing with your kids. I'm sorry. I think I can come up with a perfect explanation for this. I was going to take your kids to my white van. That's exactly what he was planning, man.
Kids. They're really nice kids. I just really like kids.
What's with people in this video saying they just really like kids? It's not. Why? It's. Huh?
All at once, with a nervous smile, the blonde lady then faked a smile back, but still had eyes that clearly said, "Stay the fuck away from my children, you fucking creep."
Yeah.
But her mouth ended up saying, "Oh, well, I'm glad you had a nice time, but we need to order now."
Oh, no. You don't need to order. You don't need to order. You need to fucking leave. Go. He's gonna try to take those kids again, woman.
then led our kids to the back of the restaurant. The tall guy hurried out of the front exit, and the lady clutched her kids close to her the entire time she was there, even in their booth. If I ever see that guy at work again, I will immediately call the cops on him.
Yes, you better.
Who knows what would have happened to those kids if I wasn't looking,
I know,
or their mother hadn't come out of the bathroom at that very second.
It would have been horrible, dude. That's...
I think it's awful that she left her kids unattended in a full restaurant lobby.
Yeah.
But no one deserves to lose their children to a disgusting creep with a sick grin like that.
Sick grin. Please consider story 2. Here we go. McDonald's story number 2.
When I was growing up...
Okay, first of all, she's creepy as fuck. Like, she is creepy as fuck, man. Like, what the hell?
My dad and I lived with my
Why they all look so creepy? I mean, look at the fucking kid. Even the kid looks fucking creepy. It's a weird family.
Parents. My parents had me while they were teenagers.
He looks
and my
stoned.
dad got full custody because he lived with my grandparents.
Oh, nice.
And my
Your
mom
grandparents
was just
are
living
fucking
with a random
horrifying.
friend.
Your grandparents are going to put the kids in the fucking oven.
Going from house to house every few weeks. I was the daughter my grandparents never had, and they doted on me. When I was 6, my grandpa passed away from cancer.
Oh.
This story takes place about 5 months after he passed. This was, I believe, on a Saturday, and my dad was at work.
Dude, why? Why does she look so fucking creepy, man? Like, for real. Why does she look so creepy? Like, seriously, look at her. Dude, she's fucking creepy, man. Like, okay.
Graham decided to take me to McDonald's for lunch.
Yeah.
And like any
McDonald's is
6-year-old,
always good when you're a
I
kid.
was really excited.
Obviously, when you're a kid, McDonald's is the fucking best. But as soon as you grow up, you know how fucking terrible it is.
So we go down to the McDonald's that was about 1.5 miles from
It's not even McDonald's. It's just fucking McDonald.
our house, order our lunch, and sit down at a table to eat. At the time, we were the only ones eating inside.
Oh wow, you got the whole place to
About
yourself
10
then.
minutes after we sit down, though, a scraggly looking
He's probably just homeless.
man walks in, orders a meal, and sits down at the table diagonally in front of us to the left. The area we lived in was middle and upper class, so this guy looked pretty out of place.
Oh, okay.
Graham had her back to him, but I could see him perfectly. This man was in at least his mid-50s, with really wiry, scraggy, and dirty white hair and a beard. He had on blue shorts and a white t-shirt.
Damn, look at those
Also
legs.
kind of dirty. And sandals. It's amazing.
Is that blood on his shirt? Is that blood on his shirt? Like, did he just murder somebody? What the fuck?
This happened 21 years ago, but I can remember it like it was
21.
yesterday. So I noticed that under the table,
What the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, dude, this dude, man.
this man had something dark, pink, and wrinkly in his lap.
That's his dick. That's his dick in his lap. And by the looks of the censoring, it looks pretty small.
And he kept glancing at me and rubbing it every
Oh god, no. No. Why do people like this exist, man? This is fucking disgusting.
few seconds. In kindergarten, we learned about stranger danger and good touch, bad touch.
Good touch,
and
bad
learned
touch,
which
yes.
parts of our body people weren't supposed to touch.
Yes.
It clicked in my 6-year-old head that this man was not supposed to have that out like that, nor be
Exactly.
doing what he was doing.
I mean, at least not in public.
I got really queasy and nervous. I didn't want to tell my gram right then and there, because I thought the man might hurt us. If my dad had been there, though, I would have said something, because my dad was my hero and could take on anybody. Instead, I put my Happy Meal box in front of my face,
Oh, yeah.
so my view of this guy could be blocked.
Yeah. That
I had
helps
about
at
half
least.
of my food left, but at this point I'd lost my appetite.
I would have too. I would have lost my fucking appetite if I was in her situation. Man, I wouldn't have even fucking ate. I would have got out of there.
Graham asked me if I was full, and I just nodded yes. I was, and still am, very petite, so not finishing a full meal was nothing new for me. She asked me if I wanted to go play in the play area before we left, but I just shook my head and quietly said, I want to go home. Graham cleared our table, and we left.
Good choice. Good fucking choice.
When we got home, I was still really nervous, and I felt like I was going to throw.
He fucking followed them. He fucking followed them, dude. He's gonna try to get inside or something.
Up. Graham asked me, what's the matter, Munchkin? Her pet name for me.
Munchkin.
And I started crying and told her
Not that again, ew.
about the man at the McDonald's and what I saw. My Graham didn't panic or freak or get hysterical. She just hugged me and said, it's alright. Go on to your room and play. I'll take care of it. She wiped my tears.
Good grandma. Good grandma.
Gave me a blueberry Kool-Aid burst.
Oh, hell yeah.
And told our dog,
That's a cute-ass dog, man. That is a cute-ass dog, man. Look at it.
Patches to go to my room with me, which she did. After I was out of earshot, Graham called the McDonald's and told them about this guy.
Oh, good on you, Grandma.
Turns out he was still there.
Fucking what? Was he looking at more children?
The manager told Graham he'd take care of it and call her back. An hour later, the manager calls back and tells Graham they called the police, who showed up in record time and arrested the guy.
Oh, wow, good. When
the police told the man to stand up.
He didn't even put his stick away yet. Wow, okay. And you want to be handcuffed to this guy? I wouldn't. Ugh.
His Franken beans were still hanging out of his shorts. The manager also told Graham that she could bring me back for a month's worth of coupons for free.
Oh, fuck yeah. A month's worth of coupons. Hell yeah.
Free Happy Meals. I have another story about a weirdo that happened a few years later. And this time my dad was there.
Oh, that's good.
And believe me, what my dad did to him was not pretty.
He murdered him.
But that's a story for another time.
Yes, another time. Thank you. Story 3. Here we go. Sales.
I'm of the ripe old age of 91.
91? Wow.
So as you can probably guess, we're going to have to go back quite a few years for this story.
Yes.
Back in 1957, I was 28 years young.
1957. Okay.
And I was working as a door-to-door salesman for Howard and Lawrence Home Insurance. Back in those times, a door-to-door salesman was an honest living. You would have your fair share of turnaways, but at least you didn't get the door slammed in your face like you do now. My colleagues and I were working this remote neighborhood outside of Tyler, Texas.
Oh, hell yeah, Texas for the win, boy!
We would take turns knocking on doors, trying to sell the good people of Texas homeowners insurance policies.
Good man, doing the good stuff in Texas. I'm from Texas.
Our initial sweeps of the neighborhood were unsuccessful, but I was ambitious. At this time in my life, I had been married for a year, and my eldest was only 6 months old, so that commission pay I would receive by closing a deal was a priority for me. There was this 2-story cypress house with some horse stables out front. It stood out to me because most of the dwellings up to this point had been for simple living, and the owners of this place looked like they were better off, as it were. So I viewed it as a golden opportunity. As I was approaching the house, I got this unnerving feeling deep inside.
The horses are dead. Don't get me wrong. Just watch. The horses are going to be dead. Just watch. Oh, oh God. Okay, maybe the horses
But I ignored this feeling and did what I came there to do.
I wouldn't ignore a feeling like that.
Howard and Lawrence Homeowners Insurance. Can I speak to the man of the house? Anybody?
Is that audio from like an actual... I'll keep going.
Anybody home?
There did not appear to be anyone in the house.
Yeah, because they're standing behind that fucking tree with an axe ready to fucking chop your head off. Bruh.
If it had been any other day, I would have most likely just taken my leave. But as I said earlier, I was eager to make a deal. I wanted to impress my superiors by being the first one to sell off a policy in this particular area, so I figured that the homeowner was probably out back, chopping some firewood
or chopping up people.
Fixing a tractor. I grew up on a farm myself, and I can tell you from experience, there is always work to be done somewhere. As I made my way around back, this uneasy feeling persisted. And that's when I saw it. There was something on the ground behind the side house. It looked like
a human. A fucking human. That's what it is. $50 says it's a human.
Like a bed sheet with blood stains.
It's a fucking human. It's a dead dude.
On it, with a machete sticking out of the ground but
Jason?
Beside it. I didn't want to come to any rash conclusions.
No,
Perhaps it was a deer carcass or a dead hog.
It's a
but
dead
something
human.
told me that I had to take a look.
It's a dead
I had
fucking
to see
human.
what was beneath the sheets.
Behind
what
you?
I saw was truly horrifying.
A dead human.
In utter shock, I stood and turned. And that's when I saw him. In a panic, I made a break for it.
Run! Epic action music.
I knew that if I ran back the way I entered from, the man with the axe surely would have caught me. That left me with no choice but to take my chances in the forest behind the property.
Yeah, because the forest is always such a good fucking option. Have you not seen Blair Witch, man?
Upon entering, I seemed to have lost the man with the axe. He had been hot on my heels, closing in. But as soon as I crossed the tree line, he disappeared.
He's a ghost.
It was now a game of cat and mouse. While I was wandering aimlessly among the trees, looking over my shoulder every 5 seconds, I heard another set of footsteps coming from somewhere nearby. So I quickly hid behind this large tree, hoping that the man would pass by, so I could discreetly head back in the direction of the house. The man walked right past the tree I was hiding behind.
Okay.
And as I was just about to make my move, the unthinkable happened.
Of course, he steps on a fucking stick.
I panicked and stupidly went back to my hiding spot. I could now hear the man with the axe closing in. He knew exactly where I was.
Run.
The only thing I could think to do was just to bow my head and pray.
If you're going to bow your head, he's going to cut it off clean. Like, run.
This man would most definitely bury that hatchet into my head, but it was my own fear that was my ultimate downfall. I didn't pray for my life to be spared. I asked God to forgive my sins and watch over my family. I remembered wondering if it would be over quickly. To my surprise, death never came, and I heard
Lucky
footsteps
bastard.
heading away from my hiding place. I got up and saw the man heading back towards the house. I simply didn't understand what was happening. I thought maybe I was already a ghost. But the pounding in my chest told me that I was still very much alive. I didn't know what to make of the situation.
How do you know ghosts don't have hearts, man?
So I decided to hide out in these woods a while longer.
Yeah, because that's a great
After
idea.
about an hour, the Texas heat finally got the best of me, and I eventually backtracked my way to the house. Maybe not the smartest move, but I figured that if the man was going to end me, he already had plenty of opportunity to do so. And besides, I had left my briefcase behind. When I finally made it back there was no sign of the man with the axe, or the bloody sheets. There was only a few red stains on the ground next to my briefcase. I took my leave and reported this incident to the local sheriff.
Good
I
on you.
found out that the old lady who lived at that house had recently passed away, and the place was unoccupied. The woman's son would come by every day to take care of the horses.
Oh no, the son died. The son's dead. Yeah.
But after seeing photos of him, I can say with certainty that he was not the man that I saw that day. The sheriff suggested that who I saw that day had been a poacher who was illegally hunting on that property.
Hunting for humans. Trust me.
And me walking around in the Texas sun all day had caused me to see things. There had been no missing persons report filed anywhere around that area, and without a body, there wasn't really much the sheriff could do. Mind you, this was long before the times of forensic science or DNA testing.
Yeah.
But I do know what I saw under those bed sheets.
I saw a human.
Someone had met a very gruesome end. It was ultimately this experience that made me quit being a door-to-door salesman. I couldn't tell you why the man with the axe didn't kill me. It's something that baffles me to this very day. I'm just grateful that I didn't end up in a bedsheet myself.
Okay. Anyways, guys, that was my first reaction video for this new channel of mine. If you want to see the whole video, it will be down in the description below. Go subscribe to IMR Scary Tales. I really enjoyed this. Honestly, the first two McDonald's, I mean, I don't think I was completely surprised that there's creepy people in there. I mean, it's McDonald's. What can you expect? Anyways, like, subscribe, and comment. I guess just goodbye for now. I'll see y'all in the next reaction video.